In the heart of the golden savannah, under the weight of a crimson sunset, two unlikely friends walked side by side. Kavi, the leopard, bore the elegance of midnight on his fur, a constellation of black rosettes stretching across his lean, muscular body. His amber eyes were sharp and cautious, always calculating the risks in a world that had taught him to survive first, feel second. Kavi's mind was a labyrinth of strategy and doubt, haunted by past mistakes he could never erase. Beside him trotted Tari, a young elephant with ears wide as sails and a gentle rumble in his voice that could calm storms. His skin was weathered from the harsh sun, etched with scars from battles and memories alike. Tari carried hope in the form of unwavering optimism, a belief that even in a world shaped by loss, there was beauty to be found. The two had grown up together, unlikely companions bound by shared solitude. Kavi had taught Tari the art of patience, the subtlety of stealth, and the quiet elegance of observation. Tari, in return, had shown Kavi that strength was not only in silence, but also in empathy, in letting oneself feel the pulse of the world rather than simply outsmarting it. That evening, the savannah was alive with the restless whispers of the wind, the rustling of tall grasses, and the distant roar of the pride. Kavi's amber eyes caught movement on the horizon, a fire, small but growing, creeping dangerously toward the grazing herds. "This way," Kavi whispered, low and urgent, his tail flicking with tension. "We'll get there," Tari said, voice steady, "but you don't have to do it alone." The fire was relentless, a consuming force that mirrored the turmoil Kavi had always carried within himself. Memories of his lost siblings, the mistakes that had cost him dear, surged in his chest. For the first time in years, he allowed himself to tremble, not from fear of the fire, but from fear of failing those who trusted him. Tari nudged him gently, sensing the storm within. "Even the strongest hearts need help, Kavi. You don't have to carry the world alone." Together, they raced across the savannah. Kavi leapt over fallen branches and ducked under smoke-filled skies, his spots blurred by the flickering orange light. Tari trumpeted, a deep, resonant sound that cut through the panic, guiding the scattered herds to safety. As the sun dipped fully beneath the horizon, turning the sky into a canvas of purples and burnt oranges, Kavi and Tari found themselves atop a hill, watching the fire consume the distant grasslands. Exhausted, covered in soot and sweat, they sat side by side. Kavi's gaze was heavy, filled with sorrow and relief intertwined. "We did what we could," he murmured, almost to himself. "And sometimes," Tari said softly, leaning his trunk against Kavi's shoulder, "the world doesn't always let us save everything, but it does let us choose how we respond." Kavi closed his eyes, feeling the weight of the day's events settle within him. In Tari's calm presence, he discovered a rare truth. Courage was not the absence of fear or failure, but the willingness to face them and keep moving forward. The night embraced the savannah, stars spilling across the sky like scattered diamonds. Somewhere, a lone bird sang a quiet melody, a reminder that even after destruction, life finds a way to continue. Kavi and Tari remained on that hill until the first light of dawn brushed the horizon. The fire had scarred the land, but new growth would follow. And as they looked over the reborn savannah, Kavi understood, finally, that strength and tenderness could coexist, that survival was not merely about endurance, but about connection, trust, and the courage to feel. And in the heart of the animal kingdom, under the vastness of an endless sky, the leopard and the elephant walked down from their hill, side by side, carrying scars, hope, and the quiet knowledge that they had survived, and in doing so, had learned what it truly meant to be alive.